Alright guys, welcome to the channel. So this week on Flipper Friends, this is Season 2, Week 11 now. We've got some good tables this week. We've got Snoopy Pinball, we got Fox and Socks from the Dr. Seuss pack, and we've got Universe Deluxe. So let's get started. So with Snoopy, this game is pretty low scoring to start with, but it's really important that you get your skill shots. So your skill shot is done by plunging the ball on the right hand side here, and you're going to go in one of these two spots up at the top. It's either the left or the right rollover, and so you just want to make sure that you hit those. So you could flip them here, left or right. I typically choose the right one because I'm going to do a full plunge, and almost always I had to flip it the last second in that case to go to the left one, but it generally falls to the right hand side. So to start the modes in this one, first of all, that's the saucer. You got a couple of orbit. You got an orbit, a ramp, an orbit. This is going to be a shot. Once you hit it, the doghouse will actually turn. You've got a little mini orbit, which is kind of a cross ramp, and then you have another orbit that goes around through there. Try to keep that alive. Nope. We'll skip through our bonuses a little bit. Full plunge. On this side, you can see it went to that side. So, wow, we're starting out with a bang, aren't we? All right. So this game surprisingly is quite difficult for a theme that should be, or feels like it should be, more kid related. It is actually quite a difficult game. So here we are on our third ball. We've done basically nothing. We're going to go ahead and try to get that to the right hand side. All my score is basically derived from the skill shot at this point. We want to hit the doghouse to start the main mode. That's what they just told us. Try to keep this ball alive. The callouts can be kind of annoying on this one after a while. We're going to try to shoot that doghouse. Bump it over to there. Now you can take the shot of the doghouse to try to start the modes. Get in there. Try to settle this ball down. If you take that shot about 3 or 4 times, you can start what's called like Snoopy's dinner time or supper time. There'll be dog food all over the place. We're going to try to get into the doghouse first. Let's see if I can't make the shot. There we go.
Dark and stormy night.
Love the DMG in this one. So I'm going to choose Dogfight, which is him and the Red Baron. And the ball will, you see that it kicks out from underneath Charlie Brown here. It does a very poor job of telling you that. The next thing is, now that you've selected the mode, you have to hit the doghouse again to really start the mode.
I hate that Red Baron.
Unbelievable.
Don't worry, you'll get him next time.
You'll see this a lot, actually. It's good that it's kind of on camera because you see this a lot. You can, the outlands are pretty brutal on this game. You will end up having some really low scores to start, and a lot of your scores initially will be basically, I mean, my score here was almost exclusively on the plunge. So same thing. I'm gonna go right hand side. And luckily I got it that time. We're gonna shoot for the doghouse. Try to settle the ball down. And we'll take a few shots here, see if we can get something else going. Lucy's call out in the psychiatric help desk, you get kind of annoying after a while. It's the same thing. Come on, keep the ball. Again, outlanes can be pretty tricky. I wish this table was a little easier based on the theme, but it just isn't. So we'll go ahead and try to get into that Red Baron dogfight again. So the ball's going to kick out, no warning, so just make sure that's coming. Now we're in the Red Baron mode, so they're going to kick out a ball.
Seek out the Red Baron and bring him down.
This one plunges, and there's one on the left. You see the one on the left is the one we're actually playing. This one rolling around in the middle is basically driven by a magnet, and that's the Red Baron. So you're supposed to try to hit him 3 times. So you want to try to control the ball enough to be able to do so.
Seek out the Red Baron and bring him down.
So I'm going to hold the ball. I'm not going to worry about doing anything else. I just want to make sure to try to hit that red baron. Now, when I hit him, it's going to be a fresh ball. So now that ball's available and alive. Ah, that figures.
That red baron. Don't worry, you'll get the next
If
time.
at any time you lose one of the balls, the mode dies. So a lot of times I will end up losing the white ball immediately after getting red baron locked, and I'll start playing the red ball, and then I'll end up losing the white one. It can be quite frustrating. So some of the other modes are a little more simplistic. So we'll see what we can get into here. So in this case, Lucy, you want to try to avoid Lucy, and you want to try to shoot the ramps that they have lit up. So in this case, this one was lit up. And as Lucy bounces around, you want to try to avoid her and try to take the shots. A lot harder than it seems. It's similar in a way to that Chucky Says mode in the Chucky's Killer Pinball, where you try to avoid him, and it's pretty tough to do. So just keeping the ball alive can be really tough in this one. So get used to nudging, and by nudging I mean giving the table a good shove. If you hit the baseball a few times, you can actually start with like a baseball mode where the doghouse drops down, you shoot it up to the ball field, which was pretty cool. Let's go Woodstock this time.
Woodstock is in trouble.
We all love Woodstock. And you notice again that ball kicked out to the left side. These are orbit shots, as you can see, that are highlighted. You got to make the whole shot, not just the little one. Come on, settle down. Tough shot. Nope, too far. Again, when that ball kicks out from underneath the saucer there, underneath Charlie, it just gives no warning. I'm like, what are you doing? You got to tell us a little more. So I'm going to take that shot, because that's one of the orbits, and I'm going to try to go around this side. Settle the ball down. No. Come on now. Ah, see, out there. Tough to. $4.6 million, and that's mostly on the skill shot, so pretty crazy. Low scoring. You can see I'm getting like 1,500 points for hitting the bumpers. Oof, just trying to keep the ball alive here. There's some side modes. Obviously, you can try to hit Lucy. Oh, come on. Blockhead. And that's another game, so you could really go through these pretty quickly. We'll do one more. Tough game. I will say that if you actually bought the Snoopy 4K, I absolutely love the topper for that. Having Snoopy on top of his doghouse sleeping, it's probably one of the best toppers. I like I have the Attack from Mars mode, or Attack from Mars table with the Attack from Mars topper and stuff, but the Jurassic Park one's pretty good, but I actually like the Snoopy one, probably the best of all of them. Obviously just acrylic and the LED, but you get the idea. It just has that iconic look of Snoopy on top of the doghouse. It's pretty cool. Come on, stay alive. Alright, so this is no dogs allowed again. This is where Lucy's going to pop up. So we don't want to hit Lucy, but we want to hit that ramp. So we kind of want to stay away from her. Wait till she moves. I don't really have a shot. I can kind of backhand that. Almost had it. Try to get this over here. Hopefully Lucy doesn't change places. She did, but come on. Try to do a post pass, try to get it over to the right hand side. Let's see if I can settle this thing down. There we go, hit that one. Let's see if I can settle the ball down. Really tough to do. The ball's pretty bouncy in this particular game. And we're gonna wait for her to leave. I'm gonna try to hit that orbit.
Multiplayer race.
There we go. I love that it says multiplayer. It really should be multiplier, I believe. I think that's an error. Ah, missed it. There we go. Whoop. Mode already ended, so that's what I'm saying. Modes are timed in this one. They can be really tough to do. So that's a bummer. Let's see if we can't get a baseball glove.
Go ahead. Ask me anything.
So that's the orbits.
Knock your block off.
Oh no, I do have a kickback, so I'm going to make sure I always hit the flipper to try to get the extra flip.
You have a problem? Well, you've come to the right place.
Missed my shot there. I was going for the baseball. One of the cooler modes in this game is to try to hit that baseball. I think it's 5 times. And then you get the doghouse will come down and drop into the table, and it creates a ramp to go up to the baseball field. And you can hit it with the baseball bat. It's pretty cool.
Everyone has to learn.
Again, you see I kept my
Multiplayer raid.
skill shot on the right hand side. That's pretty much where it goes with a full plunge. You've seen the first one where I actually had to switch it last second, but let's see if I can take this shot 2 or 3 times. There we go. So Snoopy's supper time. You can see the dog bowls around the table. So we're going to hit ramps and orbits to be able to feed Snoopy. And again, they're not high scoring. Like here we were getting, our skill shots were in the millions, and here we're getting 25,000 for points. So those skill shots are so important to the overall scoring of this table. Ah, overdid it on that one.
Friendship like ours is worth all
I
the
think
money
that's
in
the end of
world.
this game. So if it is, I totally understand. Not a good representation. But hey, I actually have another ball. Who knew?
Multiplayer
I
raid.
got 3 million. I mean, right? Crazy. That baseball.
Try not to think about it. 5 cents, please.
I'm not sure where I got a million for that. Ball's gonna kick out the left-hand side. You see that? Ball just no warning, no blinking light, no nothing.
Perfect world.
Pretty tricky. I wish they would have done some better way. And once you know it's doing it, it's a little easier to understand. But man, oh man, if you're not really paying attention.
You have a problem? Well, you've come to the right place.
Oh, right down the middle. Rats, as he would say. 14.6 million. Tough game. All right. So that's that. We will go to Fox and Socks next. Fox and Socks I really like. Of the Dr. Seuss games, it's one of the better ones. A lot of these Dr. Seuss games are really, really good. I do like them quite a bit. Green Eggs and Ham. Where are you at? Fox and Socks. There it is. All right. Now, I don't remember this book all that well, to be honest, but the table's actually quite fun. I remember buying book sets for my kids of all the Dr. Seuss books, but that was about it. So anyway, anytime we're talking about Magic Pixel, again, we're talking about the center post, so we got to deal with that. We really want to get the tongue rollovers to try to keep our ball saves going. Some of the out ramps can be a little brutal at times. To start modes on this one, you want to shoot it all the way up all the way up here, and you have to go all the way up to this target way at the top. So it has to be a nice clean shot with pretty good force to be able to go up there all the way and be able to push the button. So once you get up here, there's lots of multipliers. This is basically what they call tricks, and you're going to want to try to hit through the spinner and then hit the drop targets as you're up there. But we'll give it a go. These games take a little bit longer to play, so we'll see if we get a couple in or not. But right off the bat, you see what's pretty typical for a Magic Pixel game. Straight down the middle. Fighting that ball off. I mean, it's a huge gap. And you've seen it 2 ways. This ball kind of comes from the right-hand side. A really tricky shot. That is how you get started the mode. So now we're going to start Fox and Knox. So drop targets right in the middle. Like they want you to hit these 5 drop targets again, you're shooting right up, straight up the middle. Granted, it's not like the Grinch where it's right in front of you. And the modes are perpetual. They keep going. Ugh, jeez, oh Pete. It's amazing that I'm on my third ball already. We've done basically nothing. But this is the way this game goes. Like, I played this game extensively on my HD. And it doesn't get any easier. I mean, you get used to what kind of shots you're expecting to see. See, that was a shot that didn't quite get there. Oh, hit the center post. Luckily, I had a ball save. And then the multi-layers of these tables can be pretty confusing at first. Obviously, there's multiple layers here. There we go. Now I started the mode again.
Hit flashing spot target.
I didn't need to do that, but that's what I got. So spot targets in the middle again. Sound effects are great. Sound effects kit is really good on these. Magic Pixel games in general sound pretty good. Settle down, settle down.
Rocks in box.
Okay, so now I've completed that mode. So now we want to throw it back up here again. You see how it's glowing?
Chips with blocks and blocks and blocks.
Oh,
The right spin.
like that's so tough, man. I didn't have much of a chance for that one. Luckily, I got the ball back. It's gonna roll out from underneath the right-hand side. Stay in play. Rotation. So the spinner on the right here is what I'm gonna try to go for. It's gonna kick out, roll on under here. Jeez, oh Pete. And notice the tone change means I'm dead. So we'll have to start over. Wow. Yeah. Good old Fox and Socks, I tell ya. Games are tough this week, so right down the frickin' center. I had to nudge a little bit to save that ball. So we're gonna settle this ball down and we're gonna take that shot for our mode. Ugh. Jeez, oh Pete.
Do not move.
Almost. Didn't quite get there. It's gonna roll out. Bounce around for 20 minutes. There's the spinner shot. I'll have to do that later. That's gonna hit the center post. I'm gonna try to roll it around. I wanted on my right flipper to be able to take the shot. Not gonna happen there. I can't seem to backhand it. Almost got it. Backhanding shot for the mode starter is really hard on this, so I'm gonna settle it down and take the shot from here.
Fox
There we go.
and Knox.
So Fox and Knox, we got the drop targets in front. Again's gonna roll out, bump around, hit the center post. Come on!
Move.
You can see the frustration in some of these, like kid-themed tables, and you're like, man, these are far more difficult than you'd expect them to be, but it is what it is. The funny thing is, these tables were never meant to eat quarters, so they would have been really profitable because people would have wanted to play these things.
Socks in box.
Okay, so now I collect the ball here.
TikTok reward.
So now I hit that spinner, but I forgot I did not start the mode. I have to shoot that target up on the ramp again before I can do that. So here we're on the upper play field. When you're up here, you want to take these, you want to hit as many of these drop targets as you can, and then hit the spinners. Wow, I was able to save that one, but not by much. Come on. Hey, I actually backhanded it that time. Okay. So now we've got the spinner on the right. I want to try to get up to my left flipper. That's one way to do it.
Do not move.
So get the ball back because I had a ball save. It's going to roll out. Bounce. Bounce. Oh, come on. Right out the out lane. Not much of a chance. Okay. So now I'm on my second ball. Where's the ball? There it is. Upper play field.
Block reward.
I have to start the mode again. So there is some millions to be had around the table if you want to do some side modes, but primarily with these Dr. Seuss titles, there's almost exclusively modes
Block reward.
across the board. So see how I let that one go to the center post? There's not much chance otherwise. I gotta try to get this into the mode. Look out. And I haven't tried a forward nudge to see if I can get it to the other side. But maybe that's worth a shot. Nope. Ah, man, oh man. Brutal. Alright. So we still gotta get into that second mode. Wow. That's the kind of gymnastics you'll do on these games. There we go. So if you looked at the percentage there, it was about 75% of that right flipper to be able to make that shot up the ramp. So I'm gonna try to hit that spinner on the right hand side now. Jeez and Pete's. I nudged it and everything and I couldn't get it. So try to get this ball to settle down. I need it on the other flipper. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll throw it up that ramp to try to get it back to this left flipper. I'm getting all kinds of garbage points up there, but jeez oh Pete's. It's just what can I say? It's a pretty frustrating table. Anyway, so that is Fox and Socks. I apologize I didn't show you more of that. You could see some of the frustrations there. There's quite a bit of dealing with this dynamic of making sure your ball saves on and really trying to nudge either way to try to get that ball going back to where you need to be. So we'll jump over to Universe Deluxe. So Universe Deluxe is one of the ones that if you got the 4K, I believe this one was included with a lot of the tables. It was with mine. I don't know that everybody got it included, but Universe Deluxe. So this is another Magic Pixel table, and these are the ones that have kind of weaker art style. They still have a center post. They still require lots of keeping your ball saver going. They're okay. They're really good for the sound effects kit, but not particularly good in the. This one seems a little quieter. I'm gonna bump this up. So. Super bouncy physics. You'll see that quite a bit. There we go, right off the outline.
Welcome back, Captain Back.
Luckily, Magic Pixel games are pretty forgiving with ball saves. So, but you have to get them again and again and again. There's a kickback. So, Captain Zack. Artistically, they're not too bad. I mean, I think the art style on these generally aren't that great. I like some of the deluxe games. Like I like Battle. Battle's actually really good. You gotta be kidding me! Wow. Good start, right? We're seeing historically bad gameplay today, so it's not particularly uncommon for this channel to have bad gameplay. So here he's going to put me on the upper playfield, and the idea is to try to get it through that ramp, which I did not do. And you got lots of different playfields. I'm not sure what made me get a multi-ball in that case. I didn't feel like I did anything that would have required that, but who knows? We'll go with it. He's going to put me on the upper playfield, but I already have a flipper actively downtown, so I'm going to have to really be, if I can hold that ball maybe. I'm trying to do the stuff on the upper playfield while looking at the bottom one here. Pretty tough to do. Use the center post. Don't forget that it's there. Again, Magic Pixel tables can be kind of tough. That's going right down the middle. Not even a chance. What's the point of that? I mean, that capture hole, straight at your center post. And that's a whole game. Can you believe that? Wow. We'll do another one. It kind of plays on like the Marvel themes of, you know, but the 80s and such, but come on. Hey, I was able to save that one with a quick smack from the right hand side. Just in general, if you have a ball that's going to go out one of the outrands, you want to hit the table from the opposite side. You kind of push it towards the middle of the table, and then you can try to get a save. If you don't already have the Deluxe pack tables, I honestly wouldn't recommend them for most. A lot of the tables they're pretty busy. This is going to be a tough one. See how it went straight to the post? Like, the tendency is that you want to nudge or do something to try to save that ball, and you end up losing it. You can get used to it for sure, but man, oh man. Here we're going to deal with it again. Directly down to the center post. I just had to let it happen. That one is too. Unreal. You could sense in my voice it's pretty frustrating tables today. Box and Socks I really like, but it is a tough table. And Snoopy, man, you expect that table to be more fun than it is, and it's actually far more difficult. So I actually much prefer the Charlie Brown Christmas table, as that one seems to have much better playability. And then of course you get that iconic Snoopy music as well. So I do like the music that they used. It's more kind of a jazz themes like everything else Snoopy related to Charlie Brown, but and I did that one too. Boy, I blew that.
Captain Zach.
Settle it down. And again, I have no idea why they gave me a multi-ball.
Welcome back, Captain Zach.
I did hit a Zach target in the middle there, but I was trying to shoot for the shot right directly under Captain Zach himself in the center there. Oh, dear Lord. That one's going down the middle too. Wow. Come on now. That one's going to be tricky as well. There we go. Lots of combos on these tables. In general, Magic Pixel likes combos. So if you can do repeatable orbit shots, you can score all kinds of points doing that. And that might be the best way to score points on some of these. It's just grinding for them. Their modes are the typical 20, 30, 40 million per mode if you can get them. But getting in and out of modes can be pretty tricky. A lot of times they have you shoot a shot to start the mode.
Welcome back,
And then
Zach.
what's crazy is sometimes for exoplanets and stuff like that, you do the mode and then you have to hit the button again to be able to complete the mode, and that can be pretty tricky. Double combo. Come on, stay out. Nope, can't save that one. One more ball. And then the next video you'll see later on today is for the NOD tournament. So we got the NOD Winter Tournament. That will have 4 winter-related titles, and I'll go through those next. So if you want to see more content, or if you like watching me play horribly, there'll be more. Again, I'm pushing to get to 50 subscribers so that I can start some lives. And I gotta pick a good time for those, but I'd like to interact with you guys and try out different things, and maybe you could teach me a thing or two. Come on now, let's go. Center post, just kind of had to let it hit. Keep it alive the best I can. It's going right down the middle again. Man, oh man, that's a bad spot for a capture hole. It's going right down the middle again. Combos. That one could have went down. That one's going down for sure.
We never doubted you.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. Look at the ball stuck here. That's interesting, isn't it? So I'm going to let that sit there for a bit while I try to deal with this top ball. We'll then pop it out of that spot now. That'd be beneficial if I could have continued to play that ball in the upper playfield like that, but it was going to get bumped anyway. Just trying to shoot for the super speed blinker here. Trying to play it off the center post because you don't have much of a chance a lot of times. So I haven't been up here yet. I'm going to hit the center targets and then go around the orbits. Oh, that just destroyed that. Pretty confusing on these tables to know where you're playing what. That's going to go right down the middle. Change a tone, you know you're dead. So that is Universe Deluxe, and those are the titles for Season 2, Week 11. So, honestly, if I had to choose, I would stick with Snoopy for the most part. Still a difficult game, but the theming is really good. If you're on the HD, like, I would stick with Fox and Socks. I've actually really appreciate that game over time. It's taken some time to get good at it, but you will have to start to understand how to do the nudges here and there and try to keep that ball alive. There's some good modes to be had, but they are a little more difficult this week. So if not, you can always drop back off and continue to do the Grinch and Charlie Brown Christmas and all those for the holidays. And hey, you never know, right? You're always one ball away from greatness. So keep plunging. So anyway, if you like the content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.